let's talk a little bit more about the chaos that is cybersecurity, since we're already on the topic of national security and warfare. A lot of this probably hasn't made its way onto the news because of the inauguration and because of TikTok, but I'm going to share some very concerning information released by the FBI and other sources. Now, this information came out last year, but I have yet to really see anything on it. So if you're not aware, the FBI's 2023 Internet Crime Report comes out every year. It's usually a couple years behind because, for example, the 2024 report is submitted in January 2025, and the FBI is going to, spend all of this year going over that data, and then afterwards they'll release a report, which would then come out in 2026, so 2 years behind. But here's what we have so far. The FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, also known as IC3, saw a record-breaking year in 2023, receiving over 880,000 complaints, with reported losses exceeding $12.5 billion, which is a significant 22% increase from 2022. Let's start with the top cyber threats. Number 1 is investment fraud. Investment fraud is the most costly crime type, with losses rising to $4.57 billion, driven heavily by cryptocurrency scams. Business email compromises came in second with over 21,000 complaints, resulting in nearly $3 billion in losses. And number 3 is ransomware. Ransomware attacks increased 18%, causing $59.6 million in losses, with critical sectors like healthcare being prime targets. Next, the report highlights demographics and impact. Individuals aged 30 to 49 reported the highest losses from investment fraud. Seniors accounted for 58% of losses in tech support scams, highlighting their vulnerability too. So make sure you're having conversations with your parents and your grandparents about these types of scams. Now, I love watching Scammer Payback on YouTube. He's one of the more popular vigilantes who works closely with law enforcement to kind of run a bait and switch on a lot of these scam and data call centers that are primarily located in India. The FBI report goes on to discuss recovery efforts. The IC3's Recovery Asset Team, also known as RAT, which is a terrible name by the way, but RAT successfully froze $538 million out of $758 million in reported fraudulent transfers, which is about a 71% success rate. The report goes on to discuss emerging trends. Cybercriminals increasingly use cryptocurrency platforms to obscure their tracks, and ransomware groups are employing multiple variants and data destruction tactics to coerce victims. The report ends with a call to action, with the FBI stressing the importance of reporting cybercrimes to IC3 in order to aid investigations and improve prevention strategies. I'll leave a link to this in the bio, but you can visit ic3.gov to report incidents and access resources. I'll be leaving a copy of the report through the link in the description as well. Next, shameless plug here, but I run MB Security, also known as Virga Security. We come in and we help protect critical infrastructure and businesses, and we've been putting out a ton of information on ways the general public can protect themselves, so I highly recommend you check that out. Again, link in the video description.